Am I the a-hole for being mad that my husband ignored me and left me to handle a dangerous situation alone? This past weekend, my husband really wanted to go to a card show 2 hours away. I agreed to go with him, mostly because I planned to meet up with a friend nearby for lunch. My friend ended up running late, so I was stuck just waiting around at the event. I started texting my husband because I was irritated. Nothing major, just venting a little and hoping for some sympathy. Instead, he completely ignored me. No response at all. I eventually texted him that I was going to sit out in the car and wait for my friend. When I got out to the parking lot, I noticed a couple arguing near my car. I got in quickly, hoping to stay out of it, but things escalated fast. The woman started throwing the man's cards all over the ground, and my car. The man started aggressively talking to me through my car window, saying things like, "Bitches, you know what I mean." And then the woman started physically attacking him, hitting him until he was on the ground behind my car, blocking me in. I texted my husband explaining what was happening and that I felt unsafe. Still no response. I even called him, and he didn't answer. At that point, I decided I needed to call the police. It wasn't until I had made the decision to call the police that my husband finally called me back. I rushed him off the phone because I was going to call the cops. For context, my husband was still inside the building, probably only a 3 to 5 minute walk from me. He's also a very physically fit person. He lifts regularly and is a pretty big guy. Him coming out would have actually made me feel safer. But he stayed inside, looking at cards, instead of coming to check on me. After I gave my statement to the police and the situation was cleared up, I went to have lunch with my friend and tried to pretend everything was fine. But it wasn't. I kept bringing it up because to me, this was a big deal. And my husband was treating it like it was just an unfortunate thing that happened, not something that actually impacted our relationship. Over the next 2 days, everything he did irritated me. Normally, I do a lot for him. I make his lunches, do his laundry, make dinner, all the little things. But after what happened, I didn't want to do anything for him. Because in that one moment where I really needed him, truly needed him, he chose not to be there. When I finally tried to explain why I was so upset, he apologized a little but mostly kept saying things like, "Well, we can't repeat the situation, so I can't fix it." What I really wanted to hear was something like, "I understand that I broke your trust by not being there for you when you needed me. I promise I'll never do that again." Instead, he got defensive, and I basically just shut down and stopped talking to him for 2 days. Am I the a-hole for being mad that my husband completely ignored me and left me alone during a dangerous situation?